Hey, how's everybody doing today? Well, I kind of did a thing. There was a whole thing on one of the baseball card channels on Facebook, and I saw this. There we go. Saw the 60/70 Ryan, and so what the guy did, he had a collection, and I asked, I told him I was kind of interested, and I sent him a want list, and he actually filled this whole thing up for me. So I made an offer on these. I paid very well on this one. I paid well over 200 for this one, but it's really beautiful condition. So and then I said to him, you know what if you want to sell me everything else you have? So he gathered all these together as well. Some of these are doubles, but I realized I do need upgrades on some of these. So we made a deal. I went through all this. You're going to see there's a lot of good stuff in here. Like you'll see stuff like Joe Morgan. There's some really cool stuff in here. All unsearched. So you got Joe Morgan, a couple of those, Leo DeRocher, Gaylord Perry, Hank Aaron. There's even Mickey Mantles in here. So I'm going to show you guys all the goodies we picked up. And I could definitely say this is probably the second largest amount of money I've spent on a collection. So it's all really good stuff, a lot of high numbers. So these are from my want list, and he almost filled all the high numbers. So I guess whoever he got this from, I think he got it from a client or something. And her father, I guess, was a collector, and he must have been trying to build the 1970 set. So you'll see there's a lot of numbers in the 700s in here. A lot of nice high numbers. So we'll go through them real quick. We got Ron Clark, Bob Gibson, Juan Marichal, Willie McCovey. The better ones are gonna be on top. There's good old Pete Rose. You got a nice Reggie Jackson, another Pete Rose. And there's a bunch of commons too, obviously. Steve Whitaker, Tito Francona, Al Spangler, Leon McFadden, and you can see the condition on these, except for this one's all centered. Some of these, like, they're razor sharp. I think basically a lot of them are just open and put in a box. Tony Conger, I was hoping he would have had the original shoebox they were all in, but instead he gave me like an Amazon box. I'm like, that's cool. Giants, Wagner. I love to see the old box they came in. There's an Al Kaline. Very cool. Little thing in the corner, nothing crazy. Joe, how the heck do you say this guy's name? Joseph Charles Grisonda. Don McMahon. So we're going to go a little closer so you get a better view. Let's see. Here we go. Say John Roseborough, Ellie Rodriguez, Tom McCraw. Got the Sox. Bobby Nope. Because I realized I need like 300 upgrades. So I'm like, let me just buy everything. There we go. Jerry Darso. I met him, and I went through all the cards. We looked up stuff on eBay to get a good idea, and then we worked in there. Wayne Garrett, Rich Rollins, Jose Carniel, Pete Ward, and let's see what we got here. Okay, that one does have, nope, but those are crease. That's just being in a box. Bob Johnson, Kilmowski, and Bill Zepp. What a cool name, Zepp. And Tom Phobius, Jim Harden. So now I'm down to 43 more to have this whole set. And I think I only need one more big Hall of Famer. Tom Citrino, Tom Mechik, Frank Tapindo. 71 is going to be a top one. Ted Yolender, I think there's only 371s in this whole entire collection. Oakland Athletics. Oh, Doc Ellis threw a no-no when he was on LSD once. And crazy story. Look it up. There's a whole documentary. Stan Williams, Joe Haig, Ed Brinkman, Gary Wagner. Hey, there's Frank Robinson. Ray Stradecki, Gil Hodges, nice. Kevin Collins, and some of these are upside down. Jerry Robertson, the Cubbies, go Cubbies. Let's see, there's another White Sox in there. That's cool. Ted Savage, Norm Cash. Ooh, Jerry Koosman, nice, third-year Koosman. Of course, he was on with, I think, this guy here, his rookie. This nobody named Nolan something. But that's the big one. You want 68. We got Koosman, Tommy Davis, Mickey Loic, nice, Bobby Brooks rookie, and Olivio. Joe Pepitone, hey. Tony Oliva, very nice. Jack Fisher, Jim Rowland, Dave Duncan, Bob Meyer, and Mike Hershberger. And wow, now I'm getting all these weird names that are hard to pronounce. Gary Wazowski. Not Mike Wazowski. Rick Reinhardt. Tom McCraw. Let's see if I can find some Mets in here. Bob Allison. Jim Stewart. The Padres. Very cool. I think this was their first year, right? I think this might have been because I think 69 was their opening year. Tom Griffin, Jose Arcia, and Ed Spezio, and Frank Martina. And there's the Sox, Don Wilson, Al McBean, Eddie Rodriguez, Jim Campaneris. Ooh, a checklist. Nope, thought it was a checklist in there. Ken Harrelson, because I think I got all the checklists. Boots Day, Mangriel, and Oscar Gamble. Tony Perez, nice. Bob Johnson, Larry Stahl, and Stan Bronson, Don Shaw, Bobby Bolin. I think the big one I need out here is Tom Seaver. I think is the last Hall of Famer I need to complete the 70 set. Tony Cruncher, unless there happens to be one in there, but I doubt it because there's a 68 one in there. So Johnson, Lazar, and Scott. Tom Howard, Bobby Mercer from the Yankees. Tom Malchuk. Again, I didn't look through all the regular 70s, so I have no idea what's in there. But I did look through all the more expensive cards. Dave Campbell, because we had to assess the value of everything. Larry Haney, Mo Drabowski, and nice, the Pilots. A little rough, not too bad, but that's so cool. Of course, what was it that became? Oh, they didn't become the Mariners, because Mariners 1976. We'll put good old Nolan Ryan up there. There we go. All right, let's see what we got. And then we'll get back to some of the better stuff. Billy, nice. Crowley, Fred Bean, Mr. Crowley, and Chico Salmon, Bobby Lloyd. So there's like one or two in there that are a little rough, but nothing crazy. Lee Strange, and you got these are like freaking mint. Erod Hendricks, Mike Ryan, Ron Porosky, Ray Jarvis, Willie Horton. I like how some of them are lighter than others. Johnny Briggs, and some are like a dark gray. Look at that one, Ron Herbal. That's funny with the glasses. Dick Kelly, Chris Carazaro, Bob Gavrani. My guess is, because most of them are one of each, my guess is the guy probably tried collecting a set and then trade off all the doubles for ones he needed back in 1970. Chuck Dobson, or the girl's father. Paul Lindblad. Oh, that's a familiar name. Fred Talbot. Hey, Raleigh Fingers. Nice. Ed Spangler. Is he a Ghostbuster? Don Young. Okay, I'm starting to see a couple doubles. Okay. Ooh, Ted Williams. Small Qualls. John Donahue. Look at that. Doesn't have that white on the top. Jeez, that card is gem. Luke Walker. Hey, Willie McCovey was buried in there. I didn't see him. Nice. And there's a terrific, good old Splendid Splinter. Good old Ted Williams. Someday I'll get his rookie card. Yeah, I don't mind if I mix them up because I'm going to be going over my binder. I redid my whole 70 binder before I went there. I put all new sleeves and everything. Paul Casanova and Schallenbach. Casey, well, you can see his last name there. I'll let you read that. Jim Hannon. Darrell Knowles. There's any relation, same name as Beyonce Knowles. Bob Humphreys. And, ooh, we got Billy Farmer and John Matthias. Cisco Carlos. Hey, Tim McCarver. Yay. Game great. Good old Mets. Of course, that's when he's on the Phillies. Dick Drago. How about Ivan Drago? Ryan Bryant. Hey, Bill Butler, way off center. Woo, look at that. Wow. Bob Grabarowitz. How do you say that? Say Grabarowitz. Jim Maloney. Likes baloney. Steve Hamilton. Oh, she got Randy Bob, and Jim Cosme. You know, I hope there's a couple of them in here, or at least one. I hope there's a Bill Buckner in here. That would be really cool. Mike Corkins, and Robles, and Ron Slocum. And Wayne Granger, Clay Carroll, Al Jackson, and Camilo Pascal. Okay, Ray Washburn. I wonder if these are actually in number order. Let's see, 22. Nope, good. I like when they're all mixed up. Woo! Pedro Borbin. That way I watch Bond and I sort them all. I'm watching Dr. No right now. Jack Hyatt. Mike Hadland. I'm watching them all on Netflix. Chris Zachary. Mike Hudland. And Buck Martinez. Okay, that thing is freaking gem. Perfect centering and everything. Hopefully it's a high number. Ooh, 609. Of course, the back's off, so look, it's white instead of yellow. Some of them are known like that. All right, on to the next stack. Going to Kansas City Royals. And we got here Alan Foster, Australian for beer. Carlos May, Ken Berry. Cool. And let's see, Vincente Romo, Rick Morales, Bobby Nope, or Nope, Buck Martinez again. Clyde Osteen. Wow, that one's a little beat up. Oh, what do we got here? Okay, these are some of the other ones that got mixed in there. Oh, we got a Larry. Wow. Okay, that's a nice surprise. A Larry Heil rookie card? I was not expecting that. What's next? A Nolan Ryan going to be buried in there? Sheesh, was not expecting Larry Heil to be in there. That's a nice surprise. Mike Torres. Oh, Bernie Williams. Of course, not the other Yankee, the younger one. Let's see, Ariel Rodriguez. Ralph Garr, good lord. Hey, there's Larry Heil again. Gary Hill, off center that is. Larry Heil, very nice. Tony Taylor. Max Alvis. Hopefully when I go through all these, I find most of the upgrades I need. Chuck Heinstein, because if you look at one of my older, really old videos, remember that flea market where I found all cards like this, but they're all like rotted out. They're falling apart. Steve Barber, Billy Harris. I still have most of those cards. And do another stack of ones I don't know who's in here. Tommy Aaron, Frank Howard, very cool. Tony Congliaro, Jim Hickman, Johnny Callison, Tommy Agee, or Tommy Aggie, and Tom, let's see, Pisolinski. Oh, in 2 more days from now, the Olympics start. Yay. Bob Tolan, rooting on Holland and U.S. and speed skating. Reggie Smith, Bob Miller. Of course, I'll watch some of the skiing and stuff, and the figure skating and all that fun stuff. Kansas City again. Charlie Metro. Dick Bozeman. Al Weiss. Oh, let's see if I can find my favorite guy in here, which is, the heck was that guy's name? Oh, I find him. I'll call him out. Dave Marshall. Hey, Panea. Nice. Lou Piniella. Didn't expect to find him in there. Larry Heil. Duffy Dyer. Woody Fryman. Must have been so fun buying all these for 10 cents a pack. Burt Campaneris. Nice. Guess my money's on Don Money. Tommy Helms, who's good. Another Ariel Rodriguez. Rick Joseph. And Terry Harmon. Oh, what we got here? Leron Lee and Jerry Rice. And George Brunette. Pete Richard. And, oop. Okay, it's just a wax or something. Oh, I think that's a crease. Yep, that's a crease. Boo. Baltimore Orioles. The Boyds. Lowell Palmer. Billy Wilson. Jeff James. And Kurt Flood. Look at the freaking condition on that thing. It's crazy. They're all freaking pack fresh. And I would say the Nolan Ryan is probably a 4 or a 5. It's really beautiful. There we go. It's definitely not a 6 or a 7. No way. Because it does have 1 or 2 of the corners kind of smushed in. J.C. Martin. Ken Boswell. Don Clendenin. Ron Taylor. But I'm glad we paid retail on that one. Because I'm like, I'm not going to bother. I literally paid eBay what it was worth on eBay. I'm like, I don't want to bother trying to find it in the wild. It's just such a hard card. Jim McAndrew. But I got all the common ones really at a great price. So we're number 1, Mets. Speaking of, Gil Hodges with the Mets. Hey, we got another Met. Look at that. Tom McGraw. Oh, one of card number 1's in here versus world champions. The Expos. We need the Expos to come back. Come on, Montreal. Make another. Come on, MLB. Let the Expos come back. They're fun to watch. Phil Cargano. And Rich Allen. And Mike Killarney, and Tom Tinnerman, Fred Lasher. Hey, Joe Negro. Look at him. He's like, which way did he go, George? Which way did he go? Jimmy Hall, Bill Heath. I think he needs some coffee in that one. Ken Randolph. Glenn Brasha. Is that Beckert? Jim Hickman. Ooh, Don Kissinger. Nice. Nothing crazy here. It's just nice centering. Nate Oliver. Paul Popovich, Billy Williams, Johnny Callison, Willie Smith, Billy Williams again. Hey, Ron Santo. Nice. Very nice little, what'd you say? I guess he's a minor star or a minor plus star. Joe Horlin, John Gelnar, Dennis Menke, Mike Nagy. This is the very first 1970 card I ever had. I got one of these back in 1986 or 87. Grant Jackson, one of those stupid little repacks he used to sell at the convenience store. Danny Cater, Bill Barrick. I always found a way to see certain colors on the side of the blister packs, and I'd buy them, and they always had like a card in the 60s in it or 70s. Joe Verbick, Ed Stroud. And then one time they got me, I opened it up and there was freaking Kmart cards in there. I'm like, ugh. Lee May, Vita Pinson. Powell scores winning run. Orioles win a squeaker. I hope the Ryan one's in here because that one I got is creased. John McNamara. Birds wrap it up. Come on, Ryan, be in here. John, ooh, this one's super smooth on both sides. Weird. John Hiller. Bob Barton. Bill Freeman. Cool. Oh, Rick Nye. Look at how dark that one is. Jim Rooker. Bobby Etheridge. George Brunette. Jim Schallenbach. Very cool. Almost done with this stack. There we go. We got a Hank Allen. Not Hank Aaron, but he's in there too. So, Kurt Balfour. Jerry Kenny. Oh my God, they killed Kenny. Bastards. Ron Woods. Bill Robinson. Here's to you, Mr. Robinson. And, oh, the Yankees. Nice. That's a high number, I believe. Yeah, 399, so it's a low number. Still, Yankees team. Very cool. Dick Hall. Gary Moses. Tim Satriano. And let's see, Don Pavlovich. Reggie Smith. Claude Raymond. Another Claude Raymond. Davey Johnson. Yay. I think he later on went to, I think that was the manager of the Mets. Let's see, I believe that is the Davey Johnson. And I got Boog Powell. There you go. Too bad no Bob Uecker, because I think Bob Uecker was already retired by then. Frank Rebdiger. I like finding his cards. Oh, that's a little outside. Matt Williams. We got upside down Frank Baker. Ooh, could have that Nolan Ryan. We got the Aggie. Okay. Dick Dietz. What the weird name. Good old Tommy Aggie. And let's see what we got here. Nope. Now we're starting to go Steve Blass. Juan Mariel. Ooh, Willie McCovey. Tony Perez and Ron Santo. Nice. But sadly it does have probably from Rubber Band or something. Bill Singer. And Daryl Patterson. See, some of these are a little. Whoop. Oh my God, that's funny. He's looking at me, he's like, what the? Bob Vale. Hey, was not expecting to see you in here, Mr. Yastrzemski. Nice. I was not expecting to find that. And still, it's like a $10 card, but still. Mine has Boom, Boom, and Boom. So this is the earliest card I need an upgrade of. I'm very happy with that. Gene Brander and Sid O'Brien. All right. Okay, let's move on to some of the better stuff. Oh, yeah, we kind of just spoiled that one. We're going to do some of the better cards. So wait till you guys see these cards. These are a reason why this collection was expensive as it was. Why it was very, very up there. Okay, so we got Earl Weaver. We'll put him on. We got a nice, beautiful Roberto Clemente. Very nice condition. And look at the condition on this Hank Aaron. It's like pack fresh. I think it's only got this one little corner. See how you can, the light refracts and it's kind of bent. But this one I think I gave him 40 or 50 bucks for. So I'm like, this thing is really beautiful condition. I'm going to pay up on that one. This one I need an upgrade of, thank the maker. So now I got it. But every one of my 73 Hank Aarons has this offset. And look at this poor Hank. He's all beat up. Looks like they tried beating him up in the frickin' dugout. And I got 67 Hank Aaron. Beat up, but still. I don't have it. So I think I'm down to like 5 more Hank Aarons and I have them all. I need, I think, the 54 obviously. Then we got the All-Star Selection one, Hank Aaron. This one I looked up, it was like $10, $11. It wasn't anything crazy. Then we got nice Hank Aaron 70 All-Star. And here's our regular Hank. Really nice condition. Got one little soft corner there, little soft corner there, and well, 4 little softies. But yeah, so I think I need the 54, the 57, 54, 57, and like 60. I might have the 60 Hank Aaron. I think I only need the 54 and the 57 mainly. And here's the big one. I paid up on this one too. Good old Mickey Mantle 69. Because if you guys watch my other videos when I bought a collection, it had the Mantle in it, and it was a crease right down the middle. And no, that's not the white letters, but a Mickey Mantle is a Mickey Mantle. And checklists, they're always very hard to come by, especially high number ones, Series 7. Look at that, Major League Rookies. Let's see, the big one on here would be probably card 550. Nope, Cleese Blur. Usually card 600 is a big one too, but there was no card because it went to 598. This set, I think I'm down to 50-something more cards. And we got Pete Rose, wonderful Pete Rose, who is now eligible for the Hall of Fame. Killebrew, nice. I got his rookie card in beat to hell condition. Bob Gibson, Fergie Jenkins, and Dick Bozeman, Palmer, and Cellular. So you're going to start seeing a bunch of bigger ones now. You got Sam Powell mixed in there. Got a nice Reggie, but sadly the Killebrew, it's got, looks like probably from the rubber band. And a Rod Carew, awesome. And we got rookies of Mike Ferrero from the Yanks and Jim Ray. And here's a nice one. Sadly, if you look, I think this one has a minor crease in it. Got 1970 Reggie. Right, I think, or this one was decent. No, this was one of the better ones. And this one I paid up on too. Look at that beautiful Johnny Bench. High number. Very cool. And I finally got, even though this one's probably a PSA 1, I got me a Tom Seaver. I got me a second-year Tommy. So this is his first standalone card. And this one, sadly, it would have been an upgrade if it didn't have this. Because mine has a little minor crease right here. So now I got another Munson rookie. Awesome. And we got a nice, beautiful Reggie, 1971. Does have some corner wear on it. And it does have a crease going right here. If you look, let's see that crease? So sadly, it's probably a $10 to $20 card max. And a couple of these, had them throwing them. The Rose, the Yastrzemski, because these are like 1981. And these, I think, are 82. Yep, 82. And that's 82. And then a poor Nolan Ryan that looks like a dog ate it. And this one would have been really good if it wasn't for that. Look at that. Maybe Kurt's card care could fix it. Nice Willie Mays. And we got a Frank Robinson and Brooks Robinson. Good old Robinson. Bird Belters. And a Juan Marichal. Already had it, but I realized I need an upgrade of it. And look at poor Mickey. Poor Mickey. He's all beat up. Again, it looks like they probably freaking hit him with a million pitches. Yeah, the whole corners are all smushed. So we valued it at a PSA 1. Because see, there's a big crease running right up it. So that one sadly is a 1. And you got a good old Babe Ruth from 73. It's probably like a $5 to $10 card. And another Aggie. And a Fergie Jenkins. He was a great player. Louis Tiant. And, of course, card number 1. I always seem to find these with this issue. They always have that darn issue on the edge. Because usually people, it's card number 1, so obviously people are going to put rubber bands around it. We got a Danny McLean. And Clemens home run. Mets show muscle. Frank Robinson. Mets whoop it up. I don't think the Ryan's in here. Let's see. Juan Marichal. Nice. Steve Carlton. I didn't see any Carltons in here either. Hey, yay, we got it. The last of the playoff cards I need an upgrade. Because mine's like, got a crease run right down it. Yes, Ryan definitely saves the day. And look, you got Ryan and Kuzman. And the Mets whoop it up again. Yay, let's go Miracle Mets. Sweet. I think I pretty much can replace all my beat up cards from 1970. So I think it's going to be fair to say I've got a VGEX complete, near complete 70 set. I'm a happy camper. We got Gil Gerardo. Very cool. Tom House. Tom is in the house. Then we got a bunch of 68s he found too. We got Richie Allen. Al Weiss. Yay. Jim Bouton. Very cool. Don Wirt. And, a nice 67 was in there. I didn't see that one. Ooh, it's a high number. Nice. Tab Abernathy. Phil Luntz. Oh, you see? So some of these are like, see how they're like a light? But then some of them are really like what do you call it? Burl Happy. Ron Wills. So that might be like a first printing. Or maybe all the series ones look like that. Bob Severine. Hank Aguirre. Oh, what do we got here? Rookie stars of Jim Weaver and Chuck Vincent. Cool. And Eddie Watt. Bill McCool. I looked at a little of these and he's like, yeah, they're all common stuff. So I didn't look through the whole entire pile. Larry Sherry. Fred Talbot. Bill Kesko. I think he gave me his whole stack for like $10 or $20 or something. So like 50 cents a card. Bruce Von Hoff. Except for, of course, the better cards on the bottom. Dan Osinski. Orlando Pena. Very cool. Paul Shaw. You know what, though? You can't build sets without commons. Jimmy Hall. And Cap Pearson. Bill Dillman. Lou Krause. Oh, what do we got here? Dave May. And, hey, Dave Leonard. Obviously, if there was a freaking Nolan Ryan here, I'd tell him, yeah, I'm giving you $1,000 more. Kurt Moten. Even in this condition. Bill Dehaney. Dick Schofield, Dick Hauser, but there's definitely no. And this is going to be from, okay, that's a base set, because there's another one in here that has number 2 on it. You can tell it's Burger King. We got Ron Guidry. That's the newest one, 1978. Phil Ortega. Ooh, Tino Francona. Nice. Dan Combs. Looks like he used a comb. Don Bosch. Let's go Mets. Tom Hypernapper. Or, hey, Tommy Harper. Nice. That's an early Tommy. I think he started out with the Mets, I think. Let me say, no. I think he ended up on the Mets, though. Wayne Kelsey. But you can feel free to trash me in the comments, saying, hey, you got it all wrong. And I think I took him off camera. Son of a biscuit. Let's do this. Boop. John Donahue. And here's, oh, this is the one we saw we laughed at. John Wyatt. Guess he didn't like that guy. Whoever had the cards before him. Joe Verbenik. Chuck Hiller. Jerry Stevenson. John Purden. Frank Bertiana. And, wow, that's funny. Wade, he's blazing the game. I have never seen this card. That's funny. Orlando Martinez, Jerry Jaster. I am noticing a lot of these are higher numbers. And a couple, Lee, that's a strange card. Lee Strange. 593, Jackie Hernandez again. Nice mid numbers. All right, how about did we do these yet? I don't think I did any of these yet. So let's have a peek at these. Ken Holzman, I hope I didn't. Ted Abernathy, I do apologize if I did them right. Nope, I don't remember the Ted Sizemore. These were on top of the 68s. Ray Culp, nice. Ted Sizemore in beautiful condition. Come on, let's see a Bill Buckner. George Wittermall. Vincenzo Romo, even though I have one already. Mike McCormick. Gary Nolan. Craig Nettles, nice. Craig, don't call me Craig. Ken Suarez. Chuck Hinton. So there's some nice little minor stars in here. Very cool. Larry Barshart. Richie Schoenbaum. Lou Klimchuk, Larry Brown, a little beat up. Vern Fuller, Eddie Leon, Alvin Dark, Steve Hargan, and Dick Ellsworth, way off center. Matt Williams, Walt Williams, not Matt. Bob Christian, and 2 of those. No, they're so nice, we have them twice. And let's see, we got here Buddy Bradford. Ooh, Manny St. Gian. Nice. Another little surprise in there. Very cool. Dave Ricketts. That's so funny. Al Oliver. Nice. Mike Lum. George Stone. He's related to Oliver. Sonny Jackson. And we got the Braves again. Yay. Bob Aspamonte. Hoyt Wilhelm. Nice. Cletus Boyer. Cool. Cecil Upshaw. Mike Epstein. Oh, I hope he doesn't have an island. Paul Casanova, there you see him again. Paul Shaw again, another Shaw. Juan Rios, hey, another Lupania. Nice. Not expecting that. Amos Otis, Pat Kelly, and another Pat Kelly. They're so good, we give you 2 of them. And here's the last of this. It's on top of 16. And we got 2 more stacks, and then we're done. Ed Kirkpatrick. And let's see, Scott Northry and Al Fitzmaurice. Ken Suarez. Oh, we got the Dodgers coming up. Jim Northrup. There's the old Dodgers. Let's see what we got behind the old Dodgers. I say a minor star. Let's see. Nope, Chico Ruiz. Never heard of him. Roger Repose. Jim Spencer. I wonder if he has a store that sells funny items. Tom Egan. Jose Acu. Tom Murphy. Rudy May. Yeah, he may get a hit. Don Cardwell. Carlos May. Carlos may get a hit too. Manny Mota. He get many runs. Vic Davanello, Matty Lowe, cool. Ken Henderson, Dan Buford, Angel Bravo, and Tony Gonzalez. Jim Hart, Greg Gooson, Lou Krause. Ooh, we got here Gary Boyd and Nicholson. Always love to see the what we call it. So far, no checklists, just that one. Sam McDowell, John Donaldson. Ked Cooper. The problem was kids usually threw their checklists out if they didn't check them up. Let's see if we can do this without hurting the card underneath. Wow, look how deep that Roberto Pena is. There's Quebec. Let's see, we got a rookie. Pilots. Dick Bainey and Miguel Fuentes. Very cool. John Kennedy. And our last of this one, Russ Snyder. Danny Walton. The Waltons. Dave Gusti. Gary Newbar. Make sure I didn't miss anybody. Nope. Bob Heisey, Jerry Moses, Carl Taylor, Tom Helgendorf. Very cool. God, these are going to be so fun to go through later. Let's see, which one has more of the expensive cards in it? No, not there. Okay, I think it's that style. But I do see Gaylord Perry, so that's one of the better ones. Willie McCovey. Yep, there's some good ones in here. Rod Carew. Nice. And here's the Thurman Munson I was telling you about, the Burger King. See how it's got that thick, too? That means it's Burger King. Danny McLean, Juan Marichal, Willie McCovey, Carl Yastrzemski, and Vida Blue. For some reason, I got like 20 of these. Hey, Tom Terrific. I just need his base card now from this set. Brooks Robinson. And we got a nice second series checklist. That one's a really nice one. Beautiful conditions. A little... No, that's just from... Wow, it's old gum residue. And how about a nice Lou Brock? Very cool. And Willie Stargell. This one we determined as well. Good money, too. And Brooks Robinson. Bob Clemente. And let's see. Got Al Severinsen, Roger Freed. Now we're going to hit more of the commons. There we go. We'll mix them in there. Bob Moose. Let's see. Come on, Mr. Moose. Who is behind the Moose? Oh, Diego Sugui. Jim McLaughlin. Bobby Wine. Jose Laboy. Angel Hermoso. John Barcabella. Ron Fairley. He's fairly good. Caesar Tovar. Well, he's better than me. Jerry Johnson. Larry Jaster. Bob Heisey. Come on. Tim. Let's see, what do you call it? I want to see a Bill Buckner in here. Bobby Etheridge. Bill Melton. Ted Sizemore again. Darren Johnson. Dick Green. Russ Gibson. Dick Woodson. Russ Gibson again. Ooh, got Jim Miles and Dan Dukes. Johnny Edwards. Ollie Brown. Ooh, Kuzman shuts the door. Ron Bryant and a Jeter and Cash. Very cool. And on to the next one. Hal King. Let's see how we're doing. Oh, 32 minutes. Not too bad. Bob Drider. Bob Tillman. A couple of Bobs there. Oh, Yankees. Ellison Little. Cool. Rick Monday. Monday. Hey, Red Show and Dice Store. However you say his name. I think that's another one I need an upgrade of. But sadly, this one does have a slight... If you feel right here, there's a slight rubber band indentation. Like, dang it. Steve Huntz. Or Hunts. Hal Lanier. At least I think that's rubber band. Gina Alley. Who'll meet you in the alley. Rich Hubner. And they'll beat you up. Clyde Wright. Ray Fosse. Nice. He's like, throw the ball. Bill Freeman. Oh, God. What the hell happened to him? Ron Brand. Mayo Smith. Zoyo Versuelas. We got some nice mid numbers. Lee May. Ooh, what do we got here? McLean. Okay. Boswell. Sure. Mel Stottlemyre. Jim Perry. Very cool. And Dave McNally. Nice. Bob Robertson. Nate Colbert. Hey, Tommy John from the famous Tommy John surgery. Very cool. Bill Rigney. Dave Moorhead. Jim Rooker. Hey, Tony LaRusso was just buried randomly in there. 1968. Gary Nolan. Oh, we got some... Oh. Jack Aker, but I don't think he started out with the Dodgers. Mike Kikik. Nope. Ray Lamb and Bob Stinson. Damn. Tony Taylor. Nice. Hey, we got a kitty cat. Nice. Some cat. Dan McGuinn. Mike Wagner. Steve Marenko. Almost done. Dick Schofield and Chuck Taylor. Okay, we're getting there. We only got 2 stacks left. Like I said, it was probably about 600 or 700 cards. So, Ray Culp, Jose Santiago. Definitely a lot of cards. Jim Nash, Jim Williams, Jerry Morales. Oh, I saw another one. Bob Garibaldi. Did I already say that? Saudi, I don't think there's a 7th series checklist. Hey, we got card number 1. Sweet. Look at that. We got the Mets. Let's go Mets. Dave Watkins. Hey, Jim Bunning. Nice. Jim Harris, or Lum Harris. Gary Gentry, who looks like, oh, God. Look at that. Creased. Ray Ollier. Don Mincher. Frank Fernandez. And George Linguini, I guess that looks like it says. Lars Agui. Tommy Reynolds. Jack Bolshwin. Dale Unser. Ron Hunt. Another Ron Hunt. Hey, I see 69 in there. John Bateman. Oh, and a 68 coming up. Tom Tresh, ooh, 69. Richie Sambum, come on, be high numbers, because I'm so close to completing this set. Dan Coombs. And Bobby Bowen. And the Giants. Come on. Stop being stuck to the other card. Come on. And nope, 505. Bob Berta. Wayne Comer. Dave May. And let's see, Fuentes again. And Bainey. And we got a Cal Coombs. Ociarino Lopez. Ron Handon. Dalton Jones. Gary Sutherland. And Don Wirt. Okay, getting there. We're almost done. Thanks for staying with us. Tom Fresh. Cesar Gutierrez. And we got a Randy Handley. We got rookie stars coming up. Don't know who they're going to be. Randy Handley. Of course, we're not expecting anybody crazy because all the good ones are already pulled out. But there might be some little messes here and there. Milt Pappas. Bill Hands. Harry Walker. Not Larry Walker, which we'll play later. Ken Holzman. The Astros. Go Stros, they say. And Mayberry and Watkins. Look at how beautiful condition that is. It's just so minty. Norm Miller. Jesus Alou. Jimmy Price. Tito Fuentes. Oh, Buford Belts leadoff homer. Nice, and the Boyds. And the Phillies. Marty Martinez. Let's see what his rookie stars are. I don't want to spoil it. Okay, it's the Reds. Ooh, Larry Boa. Nice. I'll take that. And behind Mr. Boa, we have Reed and Joe Liss. Okay. And who do we got here? Hey, Hal McRae rookie card. Look at that. Got a Hal McRae rookie. Sweet. See, sometimes you get little tiny stars, and it's a high number, too. I'll take that. Don Gitteridge on the Bo Sox. Very cool. Why does this card not look familiar? Weird. Eddie Kashko. Gary Peters. All right. Here we are. Last stack. Yay. And then we're done. Hope you enjoyed this. Definitely was very fun going through these. Now, there's going to be some big ones in here, too, because I believe these were separate. Some of these are separated. So I see after Bergemeyer, we're going to see Moorhead. And we see Joe Morgan. There's a nice Joe Morgan in there. Sparky Anderson. There we go. Lee May. Dave Nelson. Okay, we see, Jim Catfish Hunter. Sal Bando. Ron Santo. Another Joe Morgan. Very cool. Tony Corliaro. And, Ralph Houck. Leo DeRocher. Very nice. Walter Altson. Okay, so these are all managers. Nope. Maury Wills. Nice. Danny McClain. Nice. Hey, we got Jim Palmer. Nice. Jim Perry. Very cool. Okay, now I'm starting to see some more stars. Dave McNally. Keller. Got Sparky Lyle. I will take that. Chris Short. Dick Dietz. What do we got here? Ron Reed. Steve Howley. Boog Powell. And behind Boog Powell, Bully Corgiano. Louis Arrier. Got more rookies. Goody. More rookies. Come on, I'm greedy. Clay Kirby. And Jorgensen and Hudson. Art Shamsky. Jesus Halou. Doug Ryder. Hey, Joe Pipitone. And of course, I keep putting it off the camera. Danny Leemeister. Jim Ray. Fred Gladding. Jack Delano. Skip Quinn. 2 Skip Quins. We'll skip him. Bob Watson. Another Bob Watson. Hector Torres. Rick Rennick. Tom Hall. Dave Boswell. No, Tom Hall is not in the hall. Got rookie stars coming up. Paul Doyle. Ricky Clark. Lefty Phillips. And so, Angels. Be big on the Angels. And, okay, look. It's funny. Every now and then you'll hit like a stack of just the same team. There we go. Wally Wolf. Washburn. And we got here Lund, Tatum, and Garrett. Nobody big there. California Angels. That team's gone through so many name changes. Anaheim Angels. Angels of Anaheim. It's like all these crazy. Jim Hicks. Bill Voss. Andy Messersmith? I believe his name is. Jay Johnstone. Joe Rudy. And Jose Tartable. Or is any relation to from the 80s, what the heck was his name? Joe Moyer, Jim Brewer, Jeff Torborg, Bill Sadusky's, 2 of them. Willie Crawford. Jeff Torborg again. Willie Crawford again. Ooh. Hey, we got Bill Buckner. Yay! Sweet. Off center, but I'll take it. Nice. Oh, 2 Bill Buckners. Nice. I'll take 2 Buckners. How much are these? $2. Bill Russell and Tito Fuentes. Very cool. I am very happy. There we go. Frank Lindsay. Oh, you know I didn't notice in here, or did we see a Pete Rose in here? A regular Pete Rose? I think there was. I think there might have been a regular Pete Rose in there. Don Bryant. Oh, Bobby Bonds. Barry Bonds' dad. Hey, Juan Marichal. How did you get in there? That's not supposed to be in there. Dave Baldwin. Buzz Steven. He's a Hall of Famer. Marty Patton. Mike Hagan. I guess some of them slipped through. Jerry McNerney. Skip Lockwood. We'll skip him. Preston Gomez. Bob Walker. Wally Bunker. Wayne Granger. Ooh, we got a checklist coming up. Nice. Ray Washburn. Very nice. Alex Johnson. And Joe Howard. Who we got? Ooh, Fort Series. Nice. Is that Don Drysdale on there? Nice. Sweet. Yeah, we were having fun here. Rick Reese. Oh, Rick Wise. That's the one I'd laugh if I find him. Danny Murphy. Brian Brown. I'm like, oh, we got a Rick Wise. That one's really good. No, it's not. It's crap. Wally Bunker. Frank Lindsay. Darrell Cheney. And Joe Horner. The Twins. And we got Hill and Ratliff from the Twins. Chuck Manuel. Rick Robertson. Sparky Anderson. Nice. Ooh, we got Brian Oya, and we got Don Kissinger. Nice. Gail Hopkins. Pat Corrales. We got more rookies coming up. Pat Corrales again. Darrell Cheney again. Angel Bravo. The Reds. Hey, Bernie Carbo rookie. Very cool. And another Bernie Carbo rookie. And Gary Aguirre. And we're almost done. Tommy Sisk. Eddie Watt. What are you talking about? Dwayne Josephson and the Tigers. And, of course, home of good old, what's his name? I feel like an idiot. Ty Cobb. Hello. Jerry Aguirre. Dwayne Stevens. That is Josephson. Tommy Sisk. Ron Stone. Looks like he's a basketball player with that outfit. Bobby Bonds again. Nice. Grant Jackson. Dick Silma. Billy Champion. 2 champions. Joe Horner. Jackie Hernandez. Ty Klein. Mac Jones. We got a rookie of Justin and Morton. Man, a lot of rookies in there that didn't pan out too well. Leo Cardenas. Don Bosch. And behind Bosch, we have Gene Mausch. Very cool. Now, here we go. Hope you had fun. This is the finish line. And thanks again. Feel free to like, subscribe, hit the bell, all that fun stuff. Because you never know when stuff like this is going to happen. Random, but I don't think I'm going to be doing this for a while because this is expensive. Will Harniak, Al Ferreira. But at least I could have blew it on frickin' packs of cards that would have yielded nothing compared to stuff that's guaranteed. Clarence Castone, Tommy Dean, Clayton Dalrymple, and Gil Guerrero, and Norman McRae, and Bob Reed. Probably another one right behind it. Nope. Carl Morton, and our last card is Tom Chopay. Yeah, he Chopay a lot for these. That was really fun. I enjoyed that. I found a couple nice little surprises in there. Now I'm going to go over my binder over there. I'm going to fill it up with all the cards I need, and I'm going to replace anything that needs to be upgraded. Because what I do in the binders, if the card needs to be upgraded, I put it upside down in the page, so I know to replace it. So I'll see you guys next time, and yay, I got both Nolan Ryan, so I'm very happy. Of course, that's the big one. And the reason why this card is so freaking expensive, look at that number. It's the last big card in the set. So I hope you enjoyed. So again, talk to you guys next time. And that was really fun. And bye-bye. See you guys next time.